Great quotes encapsulate big ideas in a few words. They inspire, motivate, and encourage memorably. Money quotes are no different. They make you see money in a different light. Money can be a pretty sweet deal. It can provide you with an exciting lifestyle, glorious things, sometimes a little happiness, but only to a certain extent. So in today's video, we share some of the most inspiring quotes about money and motivation that will ultimately make you wealthier, mentally speaking. Enjoy. 1. Epictetus said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." We often find ourselves feeling the need to have great possessions, but if we have fewer wants, we can focus more deeply on achieving those wants. Because what is having great possessions when you're unable to achieve your goals? True wealth comes not from possessions, but from achieving our goals. 2. In the words of Daniel Kahneman, money does not buy you happiness, but lack of money certainly buys you misery. We know that happiness is mainly being satisfied with people that we like and spending time with people that we like. There are other pleasures, of course, but this is the dominant. So if you want to maximize the happiness of the two selves, you're going to end up doing very different things. The bottom line of what I've said here is that we should really not think of happiness as a substitute for well-being. It's a completely different notion. 3. Maya Angelou. You can only become truly accomplished at something you love. Don't make money your goal. Instead, pursue the things you love doing, and then do them so well that people can't take their eyes off of you. The lesson here is, you can only truly be remarkable at something you enjoy doing. If money is the only goal in sight, then if you don't achieve it, you feel like a failure, and when you do achieve it, it's not actually going to bring about joy. 4. William A. Ward. Before you speak, listen. Before you write, think. Before you spend, earn. Before you invest, investigate. Before you criticize, wait. Before you pray, forgive. Before you quit, try. Before you retire, save. Before you die, give. What this simply means is that it's easy to act on impulse, doing what comes naturally, without consideration of either the potential consequences or the reason for why we're doing the action in the first place. But one of the factors that can have a severe impact on one's success is our ability to plan ahead. This takes forethought, which is the foundation of what gives us the ability to listen before we think, and to investigate before we invest. Sure, it can be fun to fly by the seat of one's pants, but to live your entire life like this will certainly have devastating outcomes. With all things comes balance. To live your life to the fullest, it takes thinking about others, thinking about your future, and thinking about yourself to make the decisions that will best suit you in the long run. 5. Warren Buffett. The rich invest in time, the poor invest in money. Warren means that the poor may work hard and long hours, but the rich allow their money to do the work for them by investing wisely. 6. George Lorimer. It's good to have money and the things that money can buy, but it's good too to check up once in a while and make sure that you haven't lost the things that money can't buy. People have lost a lot of things in the pursuit of big money: pride, family members and friends, the respect of their peers, sobriety, sanity, dignity, and in some cases, the ability to walk freely outside of a prison cell. It's a shame too, because the things at risk when one chooses money are usually not able to be bought back. 7. Marlene Dietrich. There's a gigantic difference between earning a great deal of money and being rich. $10,000 sounds like a lot of money to some, but that doesn't necessarily mean you have that in your bank account you're rich. 8. Edmund Burke. If we command our wealth, we shall be rich and free. If our wealth commands us, we are poor indeed. Burke makes it clear that there's no middle ground with wealth. In his thinking, we can't hold on to it without it ruining us. 9. Warren Buffett. The more you learn, the more you earn. The more you learn, the more you earn is completely true, but it doesn't always mean money. When you learn something, you're earning knowledge and earning a new ability, depending on what you're learning. 10. Henry Ford. If money is your hope for independence, you will never have it. The only real security that a man will have in this world is a reserve of knowledge, experience, and ability. All of us have uttered the phrase, "Once I have money, I will blah blah blah." It doesn't work that way. The ability to learn from mistakes, they don't have to be yours, and gaining experience in what you learn will give you the stability and financial independence you seek. 11. T.T. Munger. The habit of saving is itself an education. It fosters every virtue, teaches self-denial, cultivates the sense of order, trains to forethought, and so broadens the mind. Think of it this way. Saving each month is like attending a class. You have to make those sacrifices even if it hurts. The rewards are tremendously pleasing, and you would have earned that. 12. Naval Ravikant. Trade money for time, not time for money. You're going to run out of time first. Do not be a slave and work hard with no time left to enjoy life. Learn to seek other resources that will help you work less for more money. 13. Suze Orman. Stop buying things you don't need to impress people you don't even like. Sometimes we find ourselves falling into the traps of debt and bad credit simply because we want to be spotted in the latest designer clothing or driving some fancy cars. As long as whatever simple things we own are serving us, the rest is just vanity. 14. Alan Watts. There are a great many people accumulating what they think is vast wealth, but it's only money. Alan implies that we have poverty because there's a lack of imagination, and nobody knows how to enjoy real wealth. 15. Jim Carrey. I think everybody should get rich and famous and do everything they ever dreamed of so they can see that it's not the answer. Jim Carrey means that everyone chases money, wealth, success, and fame, thinking it will bring them happiness. Once they attain it, the happiness doesn't come automatically as expected. They don't feel as fulfilled, and as a result, most people start to enter a degressive stage, where they falter from the position they had once attained and start crumbling down. 16. Robert G. Allen. How many millionaires do you know who have become wealthy by investing in savings accounts? I rest my case. Having some money stored for the inevitable calamity is a good idea. However, don't think that saving is going to make you a lot of money. Invest money in a business, or even invest in yourself. 17. Bernard Meltzer. The real measure of your wealth is how much you'd be worth if you lost all your money. People simply don't understand what they bring to the table, and instead tend to weigh their worth with how much money they have. However, having wealth is more than just having some money in the bank. 18. Steve Jobs. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them, but the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. And while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. This simply means that you should embrace your uniqueness without conforming to society's rules. You never know what riches may lie ahead if you choose to pursue your craziest ideas. 19. Robert Kiyosaki. It's not how much money you make, but how much money you keep, how hard it works for you, and how many generations you keep it for. It's not enough to just create wealth. The more important part is keeping it, saving it, and letting your wealth grow by investing it. However, that just covers the first 2 points, saving and investing. The third thing that Kiyosaki mentions is how many generations you keep it for. A study in Italy found that the richest families in the 21st century are primarily the same as the richest families in the 16th century. 500 years, 30 generations of people inheriting wealth, maintaining it, and adding to it. The main reason for this is education. Hence, wealth management doesn't end at investing. There's another step to it, educating and guiding the next generation. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next one.